Hey there, welcome to this week's Two-Wheeled Wednesday. You know, last year I finally got to ride in the Tour de France. Yeah, France, not France, France, like Fern France. It's a bike event held every spring in Powers, Oregon. They offer a variety of rides, from a flat 30-miler to a grueling 100-mile ride that has over a mile's worth of climbing. I just did the 63-mile, 100-kilometer metric century. I loved it, had a great time. And I promised myself that I'd be back for the 2023 event. But last year, I had to leave my two little girls at home. So this year I want to bring them along in their little tail wagging wagon. Yeah. So we're gonna go for a little ride today and check out a few things. Mainly if I can haul this wagon with the dogs in it up some relatively steep climbs, and you know, also how the pups take to riding out on the road instead of just bike paths. We're gonna do one of my favorite rides up the south bank of the Rogue River towards the Lobster Creek Bridge. Hopefully we'll make it all the way. It depends on how the trailer and the dogs work. And while you take a look at the map, I'm gonna go grab the girls and load my two little furry co-pilots into their little wagon. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Today's route is a simple out and back. We're gonna follow the south bank of the Rogue River up to the Lobster Creek Bridge and back on Jerry's Flat Road. However, that name is a little misleading as it's not exactly flat. There are 3 steep but short climbs along the way. The first is at Huntley Park, and you can see on the elevation profile that it's about an 11.5% grade. The second is just past Kimball Creek, and it too is over 10%. The third takes you over Orchard Hole Hill, and although not as steep as the first two, it's still enough to get your heart pumping. All in all, we'll be riding about 13 miles, and it should take us about an hour. All right. I think we're gonna have to put this up. Yeah, I don't want you jumping out. Okay. All right. Well, it's a beautiful day. Just perfect for a ride. You girls ready yet? Okay, let's go. All right, well, there's the first of 3 little hills. Get to try out towing this thing up a hill. Well, that was the top of the second climb, Kimball Hill. Not too bad. There we go. Piece of cake. Well, we made it up to the bridge. All right, girls. You ready to get out of there? Oh, that's not even attached. All right. Smile, smile. Well, that was fun. I think the girls enjoyed it. We'll try it again next week, in the next week or two. It was a good ride. I don't know if I'm ready for that, for the long ride at the Tour de France, but I've got a couple weeks to decide, a couple weeks to get in shape. So hey, thanks for coming along on this week's Two Wheeled Wednesday. Subscribe if you're so inclined, and remember, life is twice as good on two wheels. You guys ready for a biscuit? Go to biscuit? Let's go. Come on.